Well, it's about 5:20 a.m. and I'm about to do a box opening. Care to guess what's inside? Well, good day from Kamakura, Japan. On this Friday, February 3rd. A very happy birthday to my two elder sisters, Kendra and Kevin. And my brother Bernard, my elder brother, his birthday is next week. Happy birthday to you all. Well, it's a cloudy, cool morning here. Quite the opposite of what it normally is in January, when it's nice high pressure systems, lots of sunshine. February we get the low pressure, lots of clouds, and the possibility of snow later in the month. Who knows? In this region of Japan we don't get a whole lot of snow, but we do get some, usually in February. We'll see. A lot going on in the garden here. I'm going to be preparing the garlic cloves to be planted. I'm going to plant them, and a lot of other things. Let's take a look. You can see our golden trumpet bush is dying back a bit. What I'll do is I'll cut it down below, and it'll grow back come spring. And over here our rosemary, could use a drink, and our sage over here, we could use some water. Hopefully we'll get some rain soon. Our strawberries and mint, and over here our English thyme and more strawberries. Now look at this here, we've got some tulips coming up. Very good, very nice to see. Over here as well. And another one there. Very good, very good. Okay. What's happening over here? Well, our arugula is still coming along nicely. It's good to see. But the rest of the garden, not doing much at all. And the broccoli still has some sprouts here. And a few more over here. And a few here as well. Very hardy in this winter time. But as you can see, the rest of the garden is not doing much at all. Well, I've cleared everything over here except for these two little spinach plants. I'll leave them be for a little while. I'm going to plant the garlic here. And you can see here's a carrot that I missed. I'll let that stay. First of all, I want to get my garlic separated. Ready to plant. See here, it's starting to sprout a little bit. That's all right. Some of them aren't so good anymore. Just discard those. I think it'll be okay to leave some of the skin on. These tiny ones I'm not even going to bother with. Just go with the larger ones. I'm hoping that the 2 months cold will be enough. So February and March should be just fine. So this one here is rotted. So get rid of that. So there's another rotted one. So just discard that. In the past I've planted these back in the fall. Never really got a good crop, so I'm trying an experiment here to see if a later planting in this region here will work better. This region doesn't get as cold as other regions of Japan because of the Pacific coast current. Warm waters coming up from the Philippine Sea keeps the temperatures here rather mild during the winter. Well, this month of February will be very cold month. Like I said earlier, possibility of some snow. Okay, so let me count these real quick. Okay, I counted 60. I'm going to go ahead and plant these today, but before I do that, I'm going to change. It's a little bit too cold outside to be wearing this light sunblock here. So I'll get changed, and then I'll go outside and plant these. In the meantime, let me show you that unboxing. It's a new camera lens, and I'm using the lens on this camera right now. Wide angle. I hope it looks good. Okay, let's see here. from Big Camera, a very well-known and large retail outlet for electronics. And I just found out they sell all kinds of things from alcohol to cleaning equipment, laundry, detergent, stuff like that. Yeah, they've come a long way. Big Camera. Okay, it's a Sony lens for my new camera. Let's see what this looks like. Alrighty. Here it is. Here's the new lens. Look at that. So first things first, let's open up the instructions. Alrighty, so here's the camera and here's the lens. And funny thing, how this costs more than this. Let's release this. Very good. So this is the old lens, and this is the new lens. Okay, so I need to align. There we go. Doesn't seem too big. Seems quite nice. Oh my, it does seem much wider. Yeah, a much wider view. That's so much nicer. Let's put this on the hand mount. Now let's see. Looks pretty good, huh? Let's turn this around. See how the zoom works here. Very slow, but I can speed that up. So a nice wide angle. It looks good. It looks good. Very happy with this. So hopefully the new lens will make for a better viewing experience. By the way, what do you think? How's this look? I think this will be warm enough. Let's go. I'm thinking of using these old containers here. Most recently grew the radishes in them. A few stray ones left here. I'm going to use these to grow the garlic in. I'm going to be buying some new containers very soon. So I thought I'd just get one more use out of these containers here. So it's a bit heavy. So I'm going to drag it. Or can I pick this up? Oh, that's a bit too heavy. So I'll drag it. Very soon I'll be redoing all of the beds, putting new walls around them. I'm going to loosen the soil a bit here. Any rooted vegetation. Forgetting I have a compost pile right over here. I'll leave the spinach in place. Well, I had to go in and warm up my hands a bit. They're getting so cold. A few more rows over here. Just cover these lightly. let's water these in. Okay, so hopefully I'll have another good garlic crop this year. A little bit better than last year. Last year was okay, a little too small though. Hopefully I'll have a better crop this year. Time for seed planting. These trays left over from last year. And I think I've learned a lesson from last year. I'm going to separate these. I think it'll make it easier to get them out when they're grown. Let's go this way. I had been planning to start my seeds a little bit earlier in late January, and here it is now in early February. I think it's better to wait. It doesn't really warm up. I won't really be able to plant until April. I do have my low tunnel, so that will help as well to keep things cool, or rather to keep things warm overnight and nice and warm during the day. Yeah, I think so we got what, 4 weeks in February, another 4 weeks in March, so that's 8 weeks. So that should put me about 12 weeks out. Well, I've had to switch cameras and the microphone set up. The other camera's batteries went dead. So I'm wondering if you can see the difference between the two cameras. This is the iPhone, and previously was the Sony. Okay, so that's two. One more. Let's see how I can do these in a nice compact fashion. What I'm going to do is clean this up beforehand, because I don't want all this dirt in the tray and then get filled up with water and become just a muddy mess. So I have something for that. I have this tiny broom and dustpan. I'll put this right back in the bag. Alrighty. Okay. And this one's not so bad, so I'll leave that one be. So, I'm ready to get planting. 55. Okay. Clean up just a little bit here. Okay. I'm going to get started right here. I'm missing something. Okay, my labels. I'm going to start with the lettuces first. So I've got 3 types of lettuce here. So I'm just going to mark these lettuce number 1, lettuce number 2, and lettuce number 3. I'm not so sure how this is going to work out very well, but that's not going to stick. Okay, I have another idea. Let's forget the labels and just plant. When this comes up, we'll have some pleasant surprises, hopefully. Oh. Okay. Alrighty. I'll just save the bags. And whatever the leaves look like, that'll be it. Let's just sprinkle a few to make sure they're centered properly in the pots. It's hard to see the divider. And a few more here and here and here. And of course I'll do some thinning as they sprout. Alrighty. So that's the lettuces. Okay, next I'm going to try the bok choy. Bok choy or pak choy. Japanese it's chingenzai. A little bit in each hole here. Now these seeds are probably old, so if they don't germinate within 2 weeks, I'll simply start again with a new batch. They've been kept in a nice, dry, dark place, and it's been cool where I've stored them. So, bok choy. Next, what shall we do here? How about some cilantro? Yeah, let's see if these will grow. About 4 in each hole. What I'll do is I'll freeze frame this from the video and label bok choy, coriander, and whatever else. That way I don't have to actually physically label them, and I don't have to worry about the labels falling off. I'm going to make sure I get some onions started here. I'm going to go for the gold and the red. Yeah, so I'll put gold first and then red second. And these I'll also thin and plant them separately. So that's done. I'll come back and water them in a moment. Okay, so the gold go here on the outer rim. Okay, now I've got plenty more for a second round of planting if need be. Some of this stuff here, the Italian parsley and the curled parsley, some of this stuff I'm going to wait a while. Let's see, what can we plant that, yeah, let's do our tomatoes for sure. Plant all tomatoes here. Love me some tomatoes. Just a couple of seeds in each hole. Okay, and gently cover them. Okay, so let's get these watered. Okay, and I'll water these one more time once I get them into the growing tower. Okay. So these trays I may not need. Yeah, I think that'll be fine without them. So let's turn on some light here. It's going to be a bit noisy until it warms up. It's not plugged in. There we go. Okay, another microphone change and camera change. And I think we're back in business here. I think I'll have to water them one more time just to make sure they're nice and damp so that germination can happen.